Lincoln on Leadership by Donald T. Phillips was written in 1992. Above all, leaders seek results. Many have wishes, but effective leaders act. Lincoln, very genius as a leader, and his success as president had made him into a myth, obscuring the fact that his life before becoming president was unspectacular, and that whatever he knew about leading he had, like everyone else, learned. Lincoln was born in a log cabin in what was then frontier America. His mother died when he was young, and his father remarried. Fortunately, his stepmother encouraged him to read, read, and read. With a minimal education, he went on to try his hand at number of jobs, including clerk, store owner, postmaster, before becoming a lawyer. Though not particularly successful in his early political career, his views on slavery in the Lincoln-Douglas debates brought him wide attention, and at the 1860 Republican Convention he won the party's nomination for the presidency. The author presents us with the amazing fact that Lincoln had never held an executive position before becoming president, yet he proceeded to a total reorganization of the US military and a constitutionally questionable expansion of the power of the presidency itself. Lincoln knew that the White House was an ivory tower and spent most of his time out of the office visiting troops in the field, visiting his staff in their home, visiting the wounded in hospital, holding cabinet meeting wherever it was convenient. He prized informality and human contact. The most accessible US president in history, Lincoln rarely turned anyone away who came to see him, whether top general or lowly farmer. This and his great ability as a listener helped build trust in him as a leader. Lincoln had a penetrating comprehension of human nature, author writes, which allowed him to take the broad and compassionate view. He was able to forgive mistakes easily and was ready for his many pardons, particularly of war deserters who normally would have hanged. Author believed that the compassion evoked trust and loyalty, which in a time of war are absolutely crucial to success. The president used persuasion, not coercion, to achieve the ends, and was fond of the maxim, a drop of honey catches more flies than a gallon of gall. Only if you could convince someone that you were their friend could you really influence them. Despite periods of depression, Lincoln never estimated the power of pleasing personality and was always ready to compliment or encourage. He rarely lost his temper. In terms of managing his own journal, Lincoln was not afraid to let them know what he thought were their bad points, yet he also gave them free rein to perform. Many did not meet his expectations and were given lesser responsibilities, but when the man did come along who could act in the way he wanted, Ulysses S. Grant, he placed the entire US Army under his command. The nickname Honest Abe was accurate. Lincoln's reputation for honesty made people trust him and increase his ability to lead. Top leaders are expected to do the right things, and he had this attribute in abundance. Value motivates, Philip notes. Lincoln sought objectivity. I shall do nothing in malice. What I deal with it too vast for malicious dealing. He did not have time for pettiness or blame. Although he frequently wrote angry letters to his general who were not doing enough to defeat the Confederate army, he never sent them. While some perceive this as weakness, his willingness to overlook mistakes and hold his tongue endeared Lincoln to his staff. With malice towards none, with charity towards all, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to build up the nation's wound. The same man with little schooling was able to write the almost poetic Gettysburg Address, not to mention thousands of superbly crafted letters. Lincoln's lesson is that every investment we make in increasing our communication skills pays off. What is remarkable about Lincoln, Phillips notes, is that he actually did what he said he would in terms of preserving the Union and abolishing slavery. Lincoln on Leadership is worth reading to appreciate the nuances of Lincoln's character and for the points that end each chapter, providing an easy remember for his leadership lesson. It is an inspiring read because Lincoln himself inspired. Next time you find yourself in a situation about how to deal with someone or how to cope with a crisis, ask yourself, what would Lincoln have done?